afternoon and welcome to another edition of BYOB, Bring Your Own Bible. Today's passage comes from the book of Acts, Acts 1, verses 3 through 8. And in this passage, Jesus is telling his disciples that they will be his witnesses. He knows that he is going to ascend to heaven and that they will be left to tell the story. They'll be going out to Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, to the ends of the earth. And so as witnesses, they will tell about what they heard or what they see, what they experienced. I imagine when you hear the word witness, like me, you think of a courtroom drama where someone stands up and promises to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Maybe they've raised their right hand, or maybe they have ended with, "So help me God." And so as witnesses, they take the oath to tell the story. Well, Jesus in this passage calls his disciples by saying that you are going to be my witnesses. You will tell my story. You will tell what you have seen and heard and experienced. His followers witnessed him healing people and including the outcast. They saw him forgive sinners. They saw him do miracles of taking a few fishes and a few loaves of bread and being able to feed thousands of people. They watched him teach about the kingdom of God, and they saw him tangle with the Pharisees. They also saw him gaining strength through prayer and showing what it looks like to love God and to love their neighbor. And they also saw him crucified on the cross. It must have been a devastating sight to see. I can only imagine what they were feeling at the time. But then, that was not the end of their story. They were able to tell about another experience, and that is the experience of the resurrection, the experience of Easter. And in that experience, we realize the message of hope and peace and joy and grace and life. You and I are called to be witnesses to our relationship with Jesus Christ. So think about what Jesus means in your life and what have you experienced? What have you seen? And what have you heard? Was there a time when you were going through a tough period and you felt that you were all alone and you prayed and then you had a sense of peace in your heart? Maybe you had a big decision to make and you weren't sure which direction you should go. And so you thought about it, you prayed about it, maybe you asked a few trusted friends, some wise friends, and through the prayer and the wisdom of some good friends, you kind of came to a sense of peace about what the decision needed to be. All these things are things that you can share with others as you think about your experience with Jesus Christ and how you have been touched by his grace and how you want to offer that grace with others. Thank you for joining me for this session of BYOB, Bring Your Own Bible.